The Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC, what is the mandate, Suzette?
Well, the JBDC is an agency of the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Jamaica's business ministry. And with that, the JBDC is mandated to provide business development services for entrepreneurs across Jamaica who fall within the micro, small and medium-sized enterprise sector, MSME for short. They make up more than 90% of businesses in the country, and they are most susceptible to challenges and so on. So we have to ensure that they are handheld from concept to market. That's the JBDC's tagline, from concept to market. And we've been around since 2001, and we've impacted thousands of Jamaican MSMEs who, some of them came in with just a dream because, as we say, from concept. So even if it's not yet a business, it's still not too early to come to the JBDC, and we've helped them give birth to many sustainable businesses that have gone on to contribute to economic growth and development, provide jobs, provide products for the world. Brand Jamaica is in high demand, and so the JBDC is never short on work to do.
Beautiful. We just spoke to Senator Auburn Hill. What was it, last week or week before last? And of course, I know from you mentioned the work of the JBDC, it means that you should be on that extensive tour that they've been having across the island. Are you a part of such?
Oh, definitely. That's the MSME Business Roadshow.
Yes.
And because the JBDC is one of the ministry's babies, we definitely form a significant part of that execution. We are we participate in the judging of the pitch competition, which rewards MSMEs who participate with various sums. The amount may change from location to location. We've been to Manchester with the ministry. We've been to St. James. We've been to St. Anne. We've been to Kingston, St. Catherine, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and most recently in Westmoreland. And I know that the ministry has plans to go elsewhere. We should be back in other places that we visited recently, and so they can look out for us there. But we go along with all 20 agencies of the ministry as well as its private sector partners. We provide business consultation for the attendees. We have discussions with them in terms of their needs, and we make contact with them after we leave the roadshow to ensure that we provide business development services for every entrepreneur who needs it in every nook and cranny of Jamaica. We also execute the Digital Jamaica Tech Corner, which is a significant part of the ministry's exhibition on the roadshow. And these persons are people who we have formed alliances with under the very significant Digital Jamaica project, which is seeking to train 2,700 MSMEs in digital transformation, digitization and digitalization by 2026. We are very close to meeting that target. So far, we've trained more than 900 MSMEs, and we're heading into year 2 of the training as we go to that 2,700 target next year. And so that's the role that the JBDC plays. But the JBDC is no stranger to the entrepreneurs out of town, because we do have offices outside of Kingston, because as we like to say here, Kingston is not Jamaica. And so we have offices in St. Thomas, Manchester, St. Anne, St. James, and Westmoreland. Now, if you did not hear your parish, have no fear, because how this works is that you, from the neighboring parish, you may access our services in the parish where the office is located. So, for example, if you're in Portland, you can go on over to St. Thomas. If you're in St. Elizabeth, you head over to Manchester, or if you want to go Westmoreland, that's fine as well. You're in Hanover, head over to Westmoreland too. If you're in Trelawney, head over to St. James, and if you're in St. Mary, head over to St. can. Now, if you're closer to Kingston, St. Catherine, and Clarendon, you may come into Kingston. The people in Clarendon may opt to go to Manchester. We do not have an office in St. Catherine as yet, but we do have a team that is assigned specifically to persons who are in St. Catherine, because St. Catherine is indeed a large parish, and it does carry a lot of businesses and so on. I'd like to say that they were exceptionally impressive in the Ministry's Roadshow pitch competition earlier this year in January when we went to Twickenham Park in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. So St. Catherine businesses, they are doing very well. They are serious about business, and so we have special provision for them. So we have what we call a virtual office that targets the St. Catherine entrepreneurs, as well as they may come into Kingston. But certainly our hope is to be in St. Catherine at some point. And it doesn't matter which parish you're in, you can access JBDC services, because when we say from concept to market, we're talking about research, we're talking about product development, consultation, hand-holding services, branding, packaging, labeling, market access through our Things Jamaican retail.
You're tessellated from Lingo.
You're listening to The Edge.
And one at Norman Manley International Airport, as well as for the people who like to shop online, we do have the e-commerce platform, thingsjamaicanshopping.com. And so that's how we provide market access for more than 400 local producers of authentic Jamaican products. And when we say authentic Jamaican products, it means that the things you use to make the products should be mostly from Jamaica. And we help you to produce those products by providing production spaces for some of those categories at our incubator and resource center located on Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston, where we have 4 incubators which target the fashion and fashion accessories industries. We are looking at craft. We just completed a jewelry making workshop where we taught persons how to use river stones to make fine jewelry. You combine that with silver or metal and you use that to make fine jewelry. Or agro-processing incubator, that food is a major part of Jamaican culture and so on. And we do have a large number of persons who are producing food items. The value chain between agriculture and manufacturing is very strong in Jamaica. So the farmers produce the items, the manufacturers take the items, and they make the sauces and the jams and the jellies and the many food items I can make. The agro-processing incubator allows you to come out of your kitchen at your house and go into a world-class facility that allows you to produce to world standards, so that when you are ready to export, you are not encountering any major challenges, because our expert team there has taken you through the rigors along with its partners like the BSJ and the SRC and so on, to ensure that you are ready to cross borders and represent brand Jamaica to the fullest. And there is our essential
all right, Suzette.
Where you learn to do cosmeceuticals. Yes.
Suzette?
Yes.
News is upon us. We got to end it right there. Thank you so much, Suzette.
Yeah, man.
All right. That is Suzette, the wonderful Suzette Campbell, Corporate Communications Manager with the Jamaica Business Development Center, JBDC, and of course, be a part of the exciting roadshow that they're also on. Thank you so much, Suzette. Have a great day.
Thank you, Bergman. Bye-bye.